This is all about spiritual development. What you're going through at the moment is you're developing spiritually, and it's a massive big thing that you're going through at the moment. So there's some guidance here, because what happens during these times, there's a lot of confusion, there's a lot of anxieties, you don't know which way you're turning, you don't understand the inner messages that are coming through, you don't know if these are just in your mind or whether they're real. So let's help. So the reason I know it's spiritual, because the High Priestess is very visible here in this reading, and the High Priestess is in this one saying that you're getting a lot of information and communication that you're not understanding, because it's the kind of communication you're not used to yet. But this is good. You've got guidance here and you've got help here. So it's all about, when you're going through this process, you really need to take time to understand what's going on. It's a bit of a bumpy ride, I'll tell you that, because you're being told to go through the release cycle, and it's like the spiritual transformation you're experiencing at the moment is really, really big. You need to stay grounded. Meditation's really good right now, and just sit with those thoughts, let the thoughts come and go, and understand the feelings. So we have the egos appeared. So the ego is going to be there saying, oh, none of this is real, this is all silly, you need to just go off and live your normal life and keep things exactly how they are. But you're fighting against this at the moment. So you've got the spiritualist side coming from one side, and then you've got the ego trying to push you into the more normal life that you've been used to and where you're feeling comfortable. So it's the ebb and the flow at the moment, where you go on one side and you go on the other side. We have the Two of Earth here as well coming up. So yeah, if you just accept the changes that are happening to you at the moment, especially when you're going through this kind of spiritual awakening, it can become very serious, because you're not understanding a lot of it. So you're probably doing a lot of research into all of this at the moment, but you need to understand that it's an amazing journey you're going on, and you need to go with the flow, and you need to start enjoying it. I want you to start laughing about it and think, oh, well, how funny is that? Like, this is what I'm thinking at the moment. Well, that's ridiculous. How funny is that? So remove the seriousness from your mind and start enjoying the process, because it is a very nice, enjoyable process once you start accepting it and you start leaning into it. So you've got the Five of Fire, and this is quite common when someone's going through this kind of awakening as such, is there's going to be people around you, and they're going to be giving you a lot of conflicting views and conflicting opinions. So you need to not let that bother you. You need to understand where they're coming from, because they're not going to understand this cycle. There's only you that's going to understand it, unless you can speak to people who are either going through it themselves or have been through it. So that conflict's going to be there. So just accept it and don't get angry with it, because they don't understand and they're not going to understand. So here we have the Emperor energy coming through for you, and what he's trying to tell you is to have a lot of discipline within yourself. And so the Emperor energy wants you to be grounded right now and accept the process. Go with the flow, but keep very grounded, because it's all real. So we have the Ten of Wands coming out for you, and it's basically going to be very rewarding for you. At the end of this process, once you've settled into it and once you start understanding it, realizing what the messages are, understanding what the feelings are that you're going through, you're going to actually end up with very emotional. So the materialistic things are the possessions we have, but there's also emotional materialistic needs. And emotionally, you're going to realize that this is a really good grounding situation. And once you've gone through it, the emotions, how you feel emotionally about it all, it's going to be actually perfect alignment for you. One more, and here we have the awakening. So once you go through this process, you settle down with it, you start to learn what all the feelings are, what all the thoughts are, then you're going to go through the awakening and come out the other side. And you're going to see things from a very much different perspective. And that's what a spiritualist awakening does to you at the end of the journey. You actually see things and people from a completely different perspective, and you're going to actually learn a lot about yourself and see yourself completely different. So hunker down. This is all good. If you're experiencing all of these things, don't worry about it. Go with the flow and just be peaceful and calm, and don't get angry with the people who are just not understanding what you're going through right now. It's all good, and it's actually a really amazing journey, and when you come out the other end, you feel fantastic. Trust me. I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope it's helped, and I hope to see you again soon.